About 8 million people live within the Delaware Bay watershed. Many depend on it for food and drinking water. The Delaware and estuaries are home to the largest horseshoe crab population and is home to many oysters, crabs, and birds. The Delaware Bay area is host to the second largest population of migrating shorebirds in North America. While this biome may seem rather safe, the real threat is what we cannot see. Recently, heavy metals and toxins have polluted the water along with lots of trash. This makes life for the aquatic animals nearly impossible in some areas. These toxins infect the fish population, meaning we can't rely on only fish for our time here. Jack's biggest struggle on his journey will be finding a good food supply to last him until he's out. Our goal here is not only to display the aquatic life and plant life in the areas, but to show the harmful effects humans have on the environment.
Hey guys, welcome to the Delaware Bay. We picked this beautiful spot because it's very close to the water and has plenty of sticks and rocks to build shelter with. We're hoping to find berries to eat, find some good water to drink, and find a shelter to lay our head at night.
As for special species, the spotted lanternfly is an invasive species in the Delaware Bay and surrounding states that greatly affects vegetation and can kill many trees. It is mostly found in large numbers all over trees. Delaware also has many endangered species, like the black-crowned night heron, the yellow-crowned night heron, and the broad-winged hawk, like pictured below. When it comes to limiting factors, the abiotic is that the water in the area greatly affects the ecosystem due to how polluted it is. Also, the salinity or saltiness of the bay is different throughout the whole bay due to the fact that the fresh water mixes with the ocean's salt water. This allows a great variety of organisms to live there. And then as for the biotic, the lanternflies greatly affect the ecosystem because they kill many trees and plants. Also, the large horseshoe crab population helps feed the shorebirds by digging up eggs that the birds then eat. Without the horseshoe crabs, the shorebirds would have a harder time eating.
And then as for the dangers in the Delaware Bay, there's very few. There hasn't been a bear sighting in Delaware since hundreds of years ago. And in the water, there's not really much dangerous in there. So really the only thing we're looking for is deer.
Some plants in the Delaware Bay area are easily identifiable, like seagrass and cattails, but there are also many very beautiful flowers like redbud tree blossoms. And then as for the fauna, when it comes to fauna in the area, there are many horseshoe crabs, blue crabs, and even at times there have been sightings of humpback whales.
Alright, so our first job today is to find a fresh source of drinking water. So first thing you're going to want to do is test the water right next to it. Very salty. So the Delaware Bay has both freshwater and salt water depending on what part of the bay you find. It could be mixing with the salt water of the Atlantic Ocean. So you just want to find a spot in the stream that is freshwater. So we're going to try and walk down the stream further and see what we can find. Alright, so we've reached our first obstacle here today. We think that the fresh water is going to be on the other side of that. And it's sad to see that all the pollution and plastics that wash up from the water here. Today we're going to hope to clean up most of what we can see. So let's see if we can cross this. Alright, for the most part, we've made it on. You can see the fresh water in the distance. Alright, so I think we found our fresh water here. Give it a quick taste. Yep, we're good here. So now we just got to fill up a water bottle we found earlier for later. Here we go. We found a gallon here earlier. Fill it up. Okay, so now that we got our water, we're gonna hopefully boil it on the fire later to purify it. And you might not know that the Delaware Bay actually provides drinking water for over 13 million people in the area. Okay, so now we're gonna be trying to look for a source of food. We're hoping to find some source of berry that is actually edible, because a lot of the berries in the area are harmful to the human body. So we're hoping to find something like maybe blueberries or another type of berry. So normally, since we're so close to the water, we would just try and fish, but the fish in the Delaware Bay, for the most part, aren't good to eat because of the amount of pollution and heavy metals in the water. Okay, so I think we might have found some berries here. These, however, don't look too edible, but we did find some berries here, so we're gonna pick these and save them for later. All right, now that it's getting later in the day, we're hoping to try and start making a shelter. Ideally, we're looking for a flat area with a bunch of sticks around it, kind of like this, and leaves that we can hopefully make a shelter out of. So tonight we're gonna have to be pretty careful about our shelter because it's gonna have to keep us warm. The climate around us here is similar to what it's like in Pennsylvania. It's cold nights, hot summers, cold winters. So let's hope we can build it. All right, now that we got our shelter built here, where it's able to protect us from any elements like rain, snow, we can take it all. So the goal now is to build a fire pit and hopefully boil up this water here. All right, so we're behind the base now that we built and got a little fire pit set up, hoping to get it lit today. All right, so we got our fire lit here. We're hoping to keep warm tonight. We're not only here to teach you about some fun facts about the Delaware Bay, we're also here to raise awareness for all the pollution that happens here. There's bottles floating all down the river. We found a whole barrel filled with trash here. So we're hoping to clean up a little more today. Hey, we're back in our shelter now. I just want to thank you for watching. I'm gonna go to bed.